Good morning, everyone. This is Kamani and Ku, and this is Black Gardener Talk. That's right, Black Gardener Talk. And today, my guest will be Mr. Shawn Deangelo Walton from Everybody Eats ATL. Basically, his mission is to create a sustainable Black owned and operated food system right there in the Asheville Heights and Atlanta area. So thank you for joining me. Tell your friends to come on in the room. This is Black Gardener Talk. I'm getting ready to bring Shawn in. But basically, Black Gardener Talk is us as black folks returning back to our roots and redefining our relationships with the land, gardening, and farming. Let me get Mr. Shawn Deangelo in the room. All right, everyone. Waiting for him to pop on in. Tell your friends to log on. Share this. It's gonna be some good information. What's up?
What's up? What's up? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good, good, good.
Yeah,
GP, are you with me? Oh yeah,
yeah.
we sowing
It's
seeds,
early in
ain't
the.
going
It's
nowhere.
early. Yeah, it's early in the morning, but I'm here.
Oh man, come on. Early in the morning is when we get it.
Yep, that's when you get it. Early bird, right?
Oh yeah,
It's
for
the
sure.
worm, right? So yeah, I just want to thank you for joining me today on Black Garden Talk, Gardener Talk. We're just gonna kick it for a good hour, talk about some things. So let the people know who you are real quick. I already
Got you,
did.
got you, got you. And I'm in the hood right now, so I probably got a little less than 30 minutes. Is that
Okay,
okay?
that's fine. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fine.
But my name is Shawn Deangelo, born and raised in ATL, AT Alien. Shout out to the 25th anniversary of AT Alien. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. Um, Everybody Eats Together is an organization that deals with creating black owned and operated food systems. We work with farmers, we work with gardeners, we work with people who sow plants. But more than anything, man, we work with our neighbors. Like I said, we literally about to get into these streets like right now.
Okay. You cut out. Wait for him to get back in. He kind of froze for a minute. But yeah, Black Gardener Talk is basically us as Americans, Black Americans, redefining our relationships with the land um, by gardening and farming. Are you there?
So
Okay.
you know what? I'm trying to be a little bit more disciplined, or at least Megan is, and I'm working off her iPhone. And she had a time limit that's limiting her social media time.
Oh
So if
wow.
y'all don't know out there, you can limit your social media time. So that's what I just came across. All right. But
Okay.
Everybody Eats is an organization that's creating black-owned and operated food systems. And like I said, we work with neighbors, we work with chefs, we work with restaurants. But more than any of that, man, we work with our neighbors. I'm from the hood. You know what I'm saying? And so we don't get a lot of education about urban farming or gardening and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And so we try to make it so accessible that you can't miss being a part of this. That's a bar. All right. And so, like I said, today we're going to be sowing seeds. And that's the smallest thing that you could ever do when it comes to like gardening. You know, trees sow seeds effortlessly. So we try to go into the most minimum effort thing that you could do to get anybody and everybody participating. So if you can see kind of behind us, we got some of our neighbors right now sowing seeds in small little cups. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be knocking on doors today and asking our neighbors would they like to sow a seed in a black owned and operated food system that's for them, that's going to help feed them. And we just put it out there. Look, hey, you know we got to start like, look, you can pick your favorite fall crop. Would you like to plant some collards? You know, we got to start with collards. They're like, oh, I like collards. You know what I'm saying? And we show them the variety of seeds that we have, and we either sow it for them because sometimes they don't want to, come out of the door, or sometimes they want to have that little lesson of how to sow a seed right there at their door. G, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So
dope. That's
yeah,
dope.
so
I
that's what
I
we're doing
love it.
today, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
what we're doing
definitely
today.
love
We
it.
do so much more.
So my one of my questions is, did you grow up with a garden when you was young?
Nope.
Okay. So what
I,
made
I,
you want to get into gardening?
I do remember this one particular time when we stayed over on the south side. I think we was eating some watermelons, and of course, watermelons got seeds in them. So we was like, okay, let's put the seed in the dirt, and we grew a watermelon. Man, that thing was so small. That thing was so small. It's about that big. And then I think one day we had cut the grass, and we cut the vine for it, so it didn't grow nothing but that big. But my first thing that I've ever grown or seen grow in my family was a watermelon seed. How Negro of us. But anyways, uh, what made me get into gardening is this space that we're in right now. I'm kind of like panning around a little bit.
Hmm.
This
That's
space
what's
right
up.
here used to be the Ashu Community Garden in our community, which was the first garden in this community that was started by my mentor, Robert Abbott. And I think one day in college, I was trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do after college. I was an avid bicycle rider. So I was riding around the town or whatever the case it may be. And I realized that I wanted to teach kids in the streets using bicycles to guide them. But I wanted to engage them in some type of community service as well. And so the community service that I decided to engage them with is gardening. And we found this place that was the remnant of a garden. And bro, I'm still not a master. I just want to let everybody know you can ask me questions about urban farming. I might not have an answer for you. Okay? I
Okay,
may
but you
even
working on it. You
I'm
working
working
on
on it. I'm working on it.
yeah.
But like I said, sowing seeds come effortlessly. But to finish up that story, I got into gardening by running into this place that used to be the Ashton Community Garden and just learning as I grew, learning as I went by, and then leaning on other people that have more experience than me. And what I realized during that time, and that may be another question that you may get into, but what I realized in that time is that yes, everybody needs to know the very minimal, effortless thing of sowing a seed and taking care of a seed. Everybody don't have to be gardeners. Everybody
Yes.
don't have to be farmers. The food system industry contains marketers, graphic designers, product labelers, coordinators, managers, or whatever the case. I found my place in the management, or whatever the case it may be. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm not a gardener. I would say I'm more of a food systems coordinator. Shout out to everybody that's out there in the chat. Afro Asia, uh,
Yeah.
uh, Charisma, Lola, Wolf
All
Blake,
them.
Yo
All
Keesh,
them.
Root Top
All
Garden.
them.
Yo, yeah, 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 yeah. Big up, big up. Kalia Ken, VR City Garden, Sheffield. I'm
Yeah.
shouting everybody out, man. I just want to let y'all
Yeah.
know that we out here. We out here. What's up? What's up? So yeah.
So going from a food management perspective to creating everybody eats together. How did that happen? And what
Well,
made you want to do that? What made you want to feed the people of Asheville Heights?
Ash View.
Ashview. I'm sorry.
All right.
Ashview. I
um,
got
what's up, Sharif? Man, you going to Egypt, G? Sharif, you going to Egypt, man. I love it. I love it. I love that you going to Egypt, Sharif, brother. I love
that's
you.
what's up.
I love you. I love you. I love you so much. I just had to get that out the way, man.
Yeah. Africa
I
is home. Africa is home.
Yeah, I love that brother, man. Very good brother, man. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. Safe travels, brother. Oh, I can't sing your praises enough, but I gotta stop. All right, to answer the question. All right, so
It's all
what got
good.
what got us into Everybody Eats is, you know, we were we have a plethora of black farms in our community. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm coming to Egypt, Sharif. So we got a plethora of black farms in the community, and like I realize is that everybody, people, they don't know how to. The farms in here don't know how to get the food to the people,
Oh wow.
especially the people that need the food. You know what I'm saying? They deal with a lot of um, outdated ways of managing and maintaining their gardens, such as grant writing to all these corporations. or these philanthropic organizations when they don't realize one, and and and, and not only grant writing, but also just taking all of their food to farmers markets that aren't in the community. What's going on, Kings? Queen? All right. Um, Taking farmers markets so they would grow food in these black communities, but then they go to a white community to sell them when we hungry, when we
Yeah.
need that nutrient rich food. That was the point, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and so back in 2019, late, we were creating a CSA marketing venture to get the food to the people, because that's what I mastered. I mastered being able to talk to the people and get them to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And to get them to purchase the food. So we were working on that, but then COVID-19 hit. And when COVID-19 hit, I realized that we kind of have to scrap that idea of a CSA for right now and just go straight to the corner with this food. You know what I'm saying? And so what we did was literally pivoted from a CSA type of action plan to get these farmers the food to the people, and to just bring it to a very high traffic corner by a by a corner store. And you may see that stuff on our IG, but
Mm-hmm.
we realized, and then as we were, again, when I was in the whole marketing mind frame of how are we going to get people to get the idea that we need to be growing our own food, right?
Yes.
I was like, yo, what verbiage can we use? First, I was like, God is good. I was like,
God is good
like,
sometimes.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we might lose people with that one. Then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
sow the seed or whatever the case may be. I was like, too much explaining doesn't really cross around everybody. Then I said, everybody eats. Like, you ain't got to explain that.
No, you don't.
You
Everybody
ain't got to
eats.
explain that because everybody does eat. And then when you kind of, it bridges cultures, especially like the hip hop culture. So we had drug dealers on that same corner that we were, passing out food, and they get it. Everybody eats. You know what I'm saying? I think that was a paid in full kind of lingo as well. You know what I'm saying? Everybody eats. B, what, are you still hungry? You know what I'm saying? And so we did that, and we continued to kind of just run with it. We pulled up our big mural, and everybody eats just became this beckoning call to spread the wealth, spread the opportunity for us to get more people into urban farming, and just the importance of having our own food systems and working towards it, where everybody can not only eat the food, but also as we create this system, which is the foundation of every civilization, the foundation of every economic cornerstone, to be able to do that in a point where we own the grocery store, we own the food court, we own the cooperative workspace, we own the housing, and so that we can create economic opportunities where everybody can eat financially. You know what I'm saying? So it just crossed
Yeah.
so many barriers of saying everybody eats, and we just love that, and so we did that.
That's
Peace,
freaking.
Queen.
That's freaking dope. I really really love that part. So I mean, and I see you got like goats and you got and different things going on down there. What's up with that?
That's just a part of it. You want to
Okay.
come sow a seed with us today? You want to come sow a seed with us today? Come on with it.
What advice would you give a new gardener who wants to follow in your footsteps?
No, your neighbors, man, community, knowing what community is,
Okay.
and focusing on that, and being visible. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the biggest part of us doing this is, um, well, being all of that, as well as a seed, man, a very small seed is the start. You can do that in a cup, G. A red cup. You know what I'm saying? Get done with going to the house party, take the same red cup, take it home, fill it up with some dirt. You know what I'm saying? It start with a seed. But then be, if you can, visible, because seeds not only grow, but they naturally start to expand out, and they expand out in proximity of where they're rooted. A lot of times, especially if you want to not only grow food from that seed, but you also want to grow people. You know what I'm saying? If you want to grow community, know what community is. Community is those things where you're rooted, that's immediately around you, where your seeds can proliferate. You know what I mean? And so it's
Yeah.
a situation where I want people to know that we get caught up in these social media communities, bro. Grinds my gears. Because if you get, my mama name is Mary, so you know she's from the country, right?
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
definitely.
And so she grew up and had me grow up partially in the can I borrow a couple sugar days. You know what I'm saying? When your neighbor wouldn't let you starve.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Your neighbor
And we
made sure
need to
to,
and we need to get back to that because it's definitely it's hard these days. Knock on my door for some sugar, and then people be like, "What?" Crazy. I'll give a cup of sugar, but yeah, some people won't.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I say stay visible. You know what I'm saying? I'm impacting my neighbors. I don't even know it. They see us out in the garden. They see me out in my front yard. They see me out in the street. They may never say a thing or whatever, but when it's like a one-on-one time, they be like, bro, you giving hope to the community. They'll talk to me. And this is Atlanta, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got dreadheads, drug dealers, all of these folk, Vine City, English Avenue. We got snow in the blood folks that stay over here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And then
yeah,
like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? So I say stay visible. Don't be, I don't want to say don't be, because you can be whatever you want to be. There's a range of things that need to be done. But if you can, be the gardener that teaches and is visible to their neighbor. I wouldn't say if you're doing the social media thing, make it about your neighbor. Make it about encouraging and growing your community. And be intentional about that. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
the cops ain't gonna come in time. Instacart ain't gonna come on time. Everybody taking 2 hours and 20 minutes. Your neighbor though is your first support system. Your family still might stay cross town, bro. Your neighbor though. Love on your neighbor. The Bible says, good book. I'm from the Bible Belt. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Love, do unto your neighbor as you would like done unto yourself, and love God, man. Why you think that's so important that even God wants you to be good to your neighbor and understand what your neighbor is? It's important, G. It's important. So yeah, that's what I would
Um,
say, man.
yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I have a garden in my backyard now for almost 12 years now, and my neighbors just started a garden last year based off of me sharing my knowledge, and then now they have one in the front yard as well as in the backyard. And it's
That's how it
crazy.
goes.
Yeah.
That's nature. That's nature. How you think the forest get populated? One tree was rooted and dropped something and dropped some knowledge right close to it. You know what I'm saying? And if you're
Oh
lucky
yeah.
enough, some wind might have blown it a little further down the street. You know what I'm saying? And if you're lucky enough, a bird might have got a little seed or whatever and took it down. So what's the name? That's how you got to think about it, man. I get
Oh
hype. I
yeah.
get hype talking about this stuff, man, because it's nature. Patting yourself out for nature, G, when you're doing this work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, my whole goal next year, come spring, is right before spring is to get out in my neighborhood and do exactly like what you're doing now, sowing those seeds and knocking on people's doors, or maybe just even just putting a couple of collard greens on their front door steps so they can put in the ground. So that's
Let
what
me let
I'm
me
trying to.
do
Go
that,
ahead.
and let me do this right now. If you tuned in right now, can somebody bring me a cup? See, hold on a second. No, I got this. I got this. I got this.
So yeah, we're talking with Shawn Deangelo Walton out of Atlanta, y'all. I mean, a lot of people on his
I'm saying,
friends, but go tell somebody
like
that's
if you
up.
in the chat right now, I want y'all to let me know what type of seed that we can sow for y'all, because y'all are neighbors. Because the Bible also says the neighbors are the people who empathize for you. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
in
yeah,
the good
definitely.
book, a man got beat up, got robbed, left in the street. The priest left. The priest walked by. The Levite walked by, and then the Samaritan came by. Was like, "Yo, let me pick this brother up and take care of him, or whatever." And then Jesus was like, "Yo, which one of them you think is your neighbor? It's the one who empathized, the one who showed up." You know what I'm saying? So everybody who showed up today, let us know. Go into Gardening and Beats DM, go into IDM, and let us know what type of seed we can sow for y'all. And that's how we gonna do it. And I want everybody to take model of this. A small seed just like this, a little cup just like this, and knock on the door when you're ready for that. You know what I'm saying? So let us know in the chat, in the DM, what type of seed, a fall seed at that,
Yeah,
or
fall
winter seed at
seed.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fall
yeah.
seed.
So
Collard green,
yeah, I'm
kale,
sorry.
some turnips. What else? Carrots, bok
Carrots,
choy,
kale, bok
cabbage,
choy,
cauliflower,
yeah, broccoli.
broccoli. Well,
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts. If
Let,
people eat Brussels sprouts.
let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
We gon' garden and beach, and everybody eats. Oh, that's a bar right there. Garden and beach. Everybody eats.
Eats.
Garden and beach. All right. So yeah, let us
Yeah.
know what you can do for y'all. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I get hyped.
No, I mean get hyped because that's what it's all about. This whole thing, talking to different black gardeners around the world, is just to inspire people, and hopefully some people join in that get inspired just by our little short conversations that we are having. Definitely, mustard greens. Mustard greens are my favorite. So yeah, get some mustard greens going on in there. Well, you can get some callaloo if
Yeah,
you got that
Callaloo.
Caribbean. Get some callaloo going on. What else? How um how has the garden changed you since you started?
Um, it's safe, man. Gardens are a safe place to grow, bro. I can say that and I can cry. I can cry about that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, gardening just is the hugest metaphor and the most real life situation as it comes to life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You'll plant a seed, sometimes the seed won't grow. You gotta manage your emotions over that.
Oh yes, definitely. I didn't
you
get no
know what
squash this year, so yeah, I know.
I'm you know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And so it's a situation where, you might have bugs eating your crops because you're not doing taking the basic parameters to protect your crops. My mom used to always say, "Son, put your money in your pocket. Put your money in your pocket." She said that, God rest her soul. She died last year, but she would always say that. You know what I'm saying? And I used to get so mad, but she was talking about securing the things that will give you life and that will help you in life. Secure those things.
I think my
So
mom put in real quick. I think my mom put those same sentiments into me because my mom passed a couple of years ago, and she was like, "Get out and start a garden. It's gonna change your life." When I was going through a dark time, and so that's what I did. So I believe it. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what like I said, I would say that, man, the garden is a safe place to grow, to learn lessons about life, to make mistakes, to learn how to secure things, to learn how to properly grow things. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when we out here in the world, we hurting people because
Oh
we
yeah.
trying to figure it out. You know, but as you practice it in the garden, it's a safe space. You know what I'm saying? Where people don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I've learned that. I've learned so many lessons of how to treat people in gardens, how to manifest. There's one big lesson that I've learned. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this bar right here. All right.
Okay.
Um, I keep telling people you can't play the seed. You can't plant a seed, right? You can't plant a seed in this what's the name and wait a day and pull out a plant. What do I mean by that? This is a life lesson. This is what I learned in the garden. Like, you got to be patient with people, man. You got to be patient with the seeds that you sow. You can't force
Yes, sir.
yourself. You can't force people to grow. You can't force things to grow. You have to be patient. You have to be humble. You have to be listening. You have to be attentive. You have to make sure that you're doing the nurturing, but you can never force anything to grow. It's going to either grow on its own, or it's going to grow by you giving it the things that it needs that are basic, not the yelling, not the pulling,
Mhm.
not the criticisms, but just the things and the examples of you care about how it's rooted. You know what I'm saying? And so that's one of the lessons that I've learned. Like, a lot of us are smart. A lot of us are, want to help. But even when we help, he's like, oh, this change ain't coming soon enough. Bro, if you planted the seed, Be patient and
Yeah.
watch it grow, and just continue to nurture it. That's the only thing that you have to do. And every seed ain't gonna grow, but that don't mean
That's
but that
true.
but that don't mean that it's a bad thing. That don't mean that it's a bad thing. People like one apple ruins the bunch. No, it ain't. You take that one apple out, that one bad apple is good compost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah. Oh
everything that you
definitely.
even think is rotten or bad, it can be repurposed and used in a way. But you gotta have that garden and God mentality. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's enough. My bad.
No, you. I mean, you doing it. I mean, this, like I said, this talk is definitely to inspire people, and yeah, I believe you are inspiring people, and keep doing it. I know you said you only had 30 minutes, so I'm gonna leave with what is your future plans for the garden? What's your future plan for yourself, and what's your future plans for everybody eats together?
uh, Future plans for everybody eats is to continue to proliferate this community building through seed sowings and being attentive to our neighbors and their needs, man. Making sure that where they're rooted is properly nourished by love, by attentiveness.
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you grow exponentially just like that. You know what I'm saying? Or at least you bring another level of security. So I just want to make sure that everybody eats is representative of providing security. You know, we talk about food security, but providing security to our communities and helping them grow. For myself, I want to teach. You know what I'm saying? I want to teach this stuff. I've been doing urban farming and social justice work for the last, since I was 14. I'm 35 now. So I've been in this for a very long time. And I've learned so many lessons. You know what I'm saying? And I think I've learned so much that it's time for me to start transitioning out of the streets. We got kids over here. You know what I'm saying? We got beautiful
Oh
women
yeah,
over here. You know what I'm saying? We got our sisters, our brothers coming. You know what I'm saying? And so there's a level when you can't be on the streets no more, because the Bible says in Habakkuk 2:2, write it down and make it plain so that the heralds can go with it. You know what I'm saying? I have
oh
to
yeah,
write now. I have to write curriculums now. I have to write books now, because all of it sounds like a freestyle. Now I need to put a plan on paper so
oh
they can.
yeah. Write those books. Write those books. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so my future for me is teaching. I'm an early childhood education major. You know what I'm saying? I love
Okay. I
teaching.
work in the school system. I'm a
So you know
former
what it
teacher.
is.
I'm in leadership now, but yeah, I'm definitely was a former teacher. Yeah.
Yeah. So the future for me is to teach, to write books, and to spread this knowledge so that me as a tree allow the wind to take some of my seeds further than I can go. You
That's
know what I'm
what's up.
saying? And for these
What's up?
gardens, is to get our neighbors an understanding of gardening to wherever they are and whatever the circumstances. Some people are renters, some people are homeowners. I want some people to create garden crates, do the new crate challenge. You know what I'm saying? If they're a renter,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I want people to get these free garden beds if they're a homeowner, so we can bring back the proverbial "Can I borrow a couple sugar days, man?" I want them to grow different crops. Like, yo, you got some squash? You know what I'm saying? Because my brother ain't got none. His didn't grow this season. You know what I'm saying? And they be like, yeah, I got some squash. I want to, and so when it comes to gardening, like, I'm not trying to do no big old farm. I might get to that point. You know what I'm saying? I want, I want gardens and neighbors. That's, I get,
That's dope.
ooh,
I like
I get goosebumps right now just thinking about gardens and neighbors.
it.
And I ain't trying
Neighbors.
to manage all of them. I want them to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's it. So that's what I want for everybody eats. That's what I want for myself, and that's what I want as it relates to gardens, man. That's what I want to see. You know what
Okay,
I
and then I
mean?
got one more question. This TED Talk thing at Morehouse. Tell us about it, cause that's dope. All my
I'm
friends with the
talking.
Morehouse, I didn't
Wait.
go to Morehouse.
I can't tell you the title. I can't
Okay,
tell you the title, but I will guarantee you everything that I said today is in there.
okay.
I will guarantee
That's
you
what.
that everything that I said today is inside of my TED Talk. So October the 12th, go to TEDxMorehouseCollege.com, get you a ticket, and when you see it, make it go viral. Make it go viral.
Definitely.
Cause
Make it
we
go
talk, we
viral,
talking
y'all.
about some stuff, man. We talking about some stuff. Shout out to Green Thumbs. Shout out to King Harris. I see you, my man. Shout out to Zero Journey. Yo, Keish. Hey, Yo, Keish wants some mustards. She
Mustard green.
wants some mustard green. So again, I want to give y'all some time to let us know what's going on, Malcolm. Let us know what type of fall seeds y'all want us to plant, man. We here. We here. Y'all see Charlie's Angels out here. Charlie's Gardens Angels out here. You know what I'm saying? So let us know. And if
And
you
then
want, if you want,
one more thing before I let you go. How can they support Everybody Eats It? Can they donate? Is there a GoFundMe page? Is there some kind of a link somewhere that they can donate, help raise some funds to buy more seeds?
absolutely. If you go on Everybody Eats Instagram, you'll see a link tree link. You know, everybody got their link that's on Yamin. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah.
go there, donate. You can hit up our Cash App right now if you feel so inspired. Everybody Eats ATL is our Cash App. We out in these streets right now. So if you want to donate that way, you can donate via PayPal, which is everybody eats together at Gmail. You can go to our website, Everybody Eats Together, because that's what it's all about. So we're doing this work. If y'all want to see more of these messages, more of these lessons proliferated, yeah, it's gonna take money. Let's not be naive. You know what I'm saying? But it don't. Money is not all that it takes. It takes the heart and the will to do the work more than anything. The will and the work and the joy that it brings will eventually always grow if you plant that seed. That's why we give people an opportunity to, like, this whole concept of what we're doing with sowing seeds. Everybody in the hood ain't got money to donate, but you
That's
eat
true.
collards. So that's why we saying
And
sow a
kale, and
seed.
don't forget about kale and those mustard greens.
And those
Also
mustard
turnip
greens.
and those turnip greens. Nobody, everybody forget about the turnip greens. Cut those
Why,
tops
why,
off
why
the
people doing
turnip.
turnip greens like that,
Yeah,
man? Why
they
they
do
doing turnip
turnips
greens like that? They,
bad.
they really flexing.
Yeah, back in the day, grandma, that's all grandma cooked was those turnip greens. And then we
Oh
ate
yeah,
those turnips later on in the week with some butter and some sugar on it.
we got turnip greens. Hey man, plant some turnip greens in honor of grandma now. All right,
Grandma and them.
yeah, man. But
And
that's
some
what it's all about,
rutabagas
man.
too. Throw
And,
some rutabagas in there.
and
But
some rutabagas.
I know it's 30 minutes. Yeah, it's 30 minutes is up, and I want to let you go so you can get back to what you're doing out there sowing those seeds. But I thank you so much, Shawn, Deangelo, Walton, for joining me today. Um, Nothing but blessings to you, and we got to do it
Yes.
again so we can have a longer time. Hopefully, sometime next year when the spring season kicks off, we can get
Yeah,
back
and look,
together
and
and
look,
do
man. Let's
something.
let's do a garden and beats. Come to Atlanta, man. You see all this?
Oh
This
yeah,
this this needs some garden and beat vibes, man.
okay,
This needs
yeah,
some
I'll
garden
come
and
down
beat
there.
vibes, man.
I'm open up now to traveling and places now. So
Come
yeah, I'll
on.
get down there soon.
Come on,
I
man. We
promise.
need you. We need you, bro. We need you. We need that
Yeah.
essence. Gardening in peace is a wonderful, beautiful idea. I thank you for what you're doing, the
Oh,
platform
thank.
that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do this. You don't see me on Instagram Live doing interviews like that, man. So I'm glad that you're doing it because it's a whole circle of things that we got to do. Like I said, everybody can't be a gardener. You know what I'm saying? And some people
Oh
need
yeah.
to be the talk show host. Some people need to be doing the viral things, whatever. And you doing that work, brother. And I thank you. And I thank God for you. And I thank God for how you're using your platform, brother. As many blessings in your life as you can receive, that you can take in. And if you overflood, I hope there's people around you to soak it in, my brother. To soak it in like your neighbor, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for the work that
Thank
you're
you.
doing
I
on the
appreciate
screen,
that.
off the
I
screen,
appreciate that.
in your soul, in your mind, in your family, bro. Just wanted to give that to you, bro.
I'll take all of it. I received all of it, and I'm gonna put it to
Yes, yes,
good
yes,
use.
yes.
I, I I promise you that. And like I said, thank you again for joining me. Get out there, sow some seeds. I want some turnip greens out there, and I want some rutabagas. Okay.
All right, Gardening and Beat said that he wants some turnip greens and some rutabagas. So
For
we looking
grandma
for
and
some
them.
rutabagas. So if y'all got some rutabagas
Yeah,
out there at ATL, send us some rutabagas. All right.
yeah. In honor of grandma and them, okay?
And and oh, that's the shirt in honor of Grandma now. Aha,
Yep.
aha.
Let's
I
do
love
it.
y'all,
We
man.
can have our own. We can have our own versions of the shirt. So yeah.
Let's get it. Let's get
All
it.
right. I'm gonna let
Let's
you.
get it.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you get out of here because I know you got things to do. And like again, I said, thank you so much for joining me this morning. And peace out. All right.
All right, man. Love you. Let's
All right.
go.